Namaste. What a privilege it is to greet you and to celebrate the 10th year of the Hindu Student Society here at GHS. We are a school that prides ourselves on our multicultural diversity, so it is very pleasing that the spiritual needs of each of our girls, depending on their faith of choice, are ministered to. Well done, Hindu Society. Keep up the good work.
Namaskar and good day everyone. It is both a privilege and an honor to welcome you all to our virtual show for 2021, which has been meticulously organized by the Hindu Student Society of Pietermaritzburg Girls High School. As GHS, HSS, we aim to create unity in diversity. With this motto, we embrace and welcome all girls to join our society, where we have created a safe environment for them to learn, have fun, share and interact with one another. In keeping with the history of the society, every year the members would participate in a range of activities to showcase the rich cultural heritage of the Hindu community. These fun and exciting events include the school color run in the celebration for the festival of Holi, as well as market days that promote a variety of delicious foods and delights. The grand finale and highlights of the year includes the annual cultural show that brings together a rich diversity of entertainment, which include song, dance, instrumental items, bhajans, readings, and play pieces. Whilst many social and cultural events have been severely impacted by the effects of the COVID-19 pandemic, the HSS has tried to remain resilient during these uncertain times. In order to strike a balance between keeping our culture alive whilst maintaining safety protocols during the pandemic, we have opted to host our cultural show on a virtual platform this year. The pandemic has forced us to innovate and reinvent ourselves, and this has led us having a very eventful year. I would therefore like to express my heartfelt gratitude to all the girls of the society. Their hard work, dedication, and commitment has been acknowledged in preparation for a successful virtual show. We aspire to implement the 5 pillars of our society, which include respect, religious education, culture, seva work or selfless service, and sisterhood. We have continued our cultural education through the interaction with other schools and organizations as well, such as the Midlands Hindu Society, the Race of Arya Samaj, and Maritzburg College. One of our activities involved a partnership with HSS and the Midlands Hindu Society, where the girls took part in a yoga day in celebration of Youth Day. This pandemic allowed us to experiment on digital platforms. In saying this, the Society has successfully launched a new podcast project. As Hindus, we are aware of our vast dharma and religion, and would like to engage the youth in expressing their views and opinions on Hinduism. We have decided to implement this project within our society as we aim to give every member a voice. We recognize that all members who join our society come from different backgrounds and belief systems. We hope that this podcast enlightens, informs, and educates our girls and the public at large. Part of our community service included a hamper drive in partnership with the students of the Muslim Students Association, as well as Girls for God, also known as the Christian Girls Society. This joint project was done shortly after the civil unrest in July 2021 and resulted in us raising a combined sum of 18,720 Rand which enabled us to prepare 75 grocery hampers and distribute it to those in need. Our society's objective is to implement the principles of Ubuntu and Vasudeva Kutumbakam, which ultimately entail equality of human virtues, compassion, and humanity that all should embody in order to harmoniously live as a family despite race, culture, traditions, and beliefs. The ideals of these values instilled in a young mind will further develop an individual to be a true and noble person in society. Being in a culturally diverse school makes the interaction with various societies possible, and this has taught us about other cultures as well. Most importantly, this exposure teaches us about discipline and respect for our peers, and also helps to build social cohesion in a multicultural environment. This invariably prepares us for the journey ahead in our community and the world. As I reflect on the past year, I look back fondly on the memories made with my fellow sisters. It has been a humbling yet inspirational journey to be the chairperson for 2021. I feel privileged to have led the society and introduced new ways of communicating, implementing, and growing the society through the 5 pillars of HSS. I endeavor to be an ambassador of the Hindu Student Society as a future GHS alumni. This sisterhood has taught me the importance of our green-blooded family, which I will always hold close to my heart. Shubh Diwali, Dhanyavad, and thank you.
Namaste, Vanakkam, and greetings to one and all. I am Sanita Deodat, one of the teachers who is proud to be involved with the HSS. We recognize the myriad of cultures across race and religion here at GHS, and that we are diverse, but that through this diversity we are united by our common spirit of humanity. We acknowledge that the basic principles of all religions are in fact one and the same, where each of us, Hindu, Muslim, or Christian, strives for spiritual enlightenment and human kindness. The HSS has become an integral part of our cultural program catered for here at GHS. Girls belonging to the society meet with the aim of fulfilling seva, which is our obligation to assist those in need. Although we do discuss other aspects such as major religious festivals, rituals, prayers, and other observances, this is not our primary focus. We aim to learn and share our knowledge about our religion with ourselves and others in the school, so as to promote concern and care for people from all groups in society. 2021 marks 10 years that our society is in existence, and we are thankful to the school for allowing us this special opportunity to showcase our bold, beautiful, and colorful culture. Over the years, the girls have been involved in a host of activities. We have hosted several splendid cultural evenings that are always enjoyed by the parents. We've had many inspiring guest speakers. We've hosted a puppet and a magic show by a Rajasthani couple, a Bhangra evening, did a tour of temples in Durban, visiting the Ramakrishna Center in Glen Anil, the Hare Krishna temple in Chatsworth, and the Sri Vishnu temple also in Chatsworth. We have also visited the Gaushala in Thornville, had a yoga day at the Divine Life Society in La Mercy. We visited the Documentation Center in Derby Street in Durban, made many visits to the H.S. Ibrahim School for the Cerebral Palsied, where our girls played with the kids, made goodie bags, read to them, blew balloons, and sang for them. We've had many samosa and biryani sales at school, visited the Aryan Benevolent Home and sang for the elderly, made care packages for the senior citizens of the Ramakrishna Center, was involved in the Rise for Hunger campaign by packaging meals, had several Diwali and Heritage Day assemblies, raised funds for food and Diwali hampers, made donations to several temples, donated 2 wheelchairs to the Aryan Benevolent Home, and hosted the first ever color run in our BE Park. I would like to congratulate and thank previous and current members of the HSS for the sterling work they have been involved in their youth. As parents, we are fighting a battle to maintain our culture. We want our children to have God realization, culture, class, and character. As Hindus, we all, young and old, must be proud to belong to the oldest religion in the world. Girls, wherever you go, wherever you end up, don't lose your identity or culture. I'd like to compliment the parents for the values you have instilled in your daughters. You have given them a solid moral and religious foundation, and that they can so proudly and confidently promote their colorful heritage. In previous years, girls practiced with great enthusiasm for the show as they had the opportunity to take to the stage in true Bollywood style. Unfortunately, this year, due to COVID restrictions, there will be no glitz and glamour of an evening extravaganza. And yet, the girls continued to give off their very best for our first ever virtual show. Your great efforts and amazing spirits are truly admired, my dear girls. The society appreciates the effort, dedication, and hard work of the elected committee members. As their tenure reaches the end, we have acknowledged them and presented them with small tokens of our appreciation. Kushalya Teva and Riyanath as the PROs, Kashish Bhatt as the Secretary, Kriya Tulsi as our Vice Chairperson, Arya Bikram as the Chairperson. To our Executive Committee, please know that I admire your amazing spirit and efforts in leading the society despite the challenging circumstances we are presently facing. You have led the society with dignity, and we are so proud that our three senior leaders, Arya, Kriya, and Kashish, are now in leadership positions in the school. Well done to you three, and we wish you well. Finally, I'd like to offer a special message to our beautiful young ladies of the HSS. I bless you from the depths of my heart that you may live long, attain devotion to God, and enjoy eternal peace. I pray that Mother Saraswati gives you knowledge, memory, learning, reputation, and the power to enlighten others. So sit back, relax, and enjoy our first ever virtual show here at GHS. Please remember that most of the participants have not had any voice training, dance or drama lessons, yet I am sure you will be pleasantly surprised at their natural ability and exceptional performances. Finally, the world is big enough for different values to coexist. So take care, go well, and God bless. Namaste to one and all.
संग Long, long ago, there was a king in Jeshawar whose name was Prithvi Singh. His kingdom was very prosperous. He built his capital with lattice windows and large palaces. He also captured some of his neighboring kingdoms. His success made him unreasonable, foolish, and haughty.
One day, while he was in his darbar, a merchant came to him and showed him some valuable and precious jewels, which he wanted to sell to the members of the royal family. Raval wanted to sway the merchant with his richness.
My lord, how do you like these jewels?
They are excellent, although I don't know what I will do with them.
My lord, will you not be wearing these jewels?
Gold and diamonds are shattered in this palace. I don't want to send you away with disappointment. Let me take these beautiful jewels from you.
Thank you, my lord.
The king took the jewels and threw them into the bin. The entire palace was appalled.
Listen all, no one should take these jewels. They belong in the bin and should be thrown to the dust. Anyone who dares to take them will be punished.
Lakshmi, the goddess of wealth and good fortune, was completely annoyed with this violent and ruthless behavior. She wanted to teach the foolish king a lesson. She drove him toward gambling. As a result, Prithvi Singh lost all his wealth and kingdom. He lost everything and came to the streets with his wife and child.
Rohini, I have brought our entire family to the streets. I have brought shame to you and our loving son. Can you ever forgive me?
My lord, forget about the past. Think of what we should do in order to get back to our normal life. Where will we go now?
We will not stay here. We will go to the city of Patan.
With a heavy heart, they walked for many days till they reached Patang city. They decided to stay on the outskirts of the city in a small hut where no one knew their background. Prithvi was hopeless and was unable to get good food to feed his family. He thought about all his arrogance and the way he had ill-treated people with his ambitious power. He was pleading forgiveness for all his sins.
Rohini, his wife, was a woman of great beauty and devotion. She realized that all this trouble was an account of the divine curse. She was a devotee of Lord Vishnu. To stave off her bad days, she began fasting for goddess Lakshmi.
Oh, Mother Lakshmi, what sin has my child committed? He doesn't even have milk to drink. I can sacrifice to starve for days, but what can I do for my child? Please be courteous to us. What my husband did was wrong, but we have suffered enough. Mother, please, help us.
After her puja, she came out of her hut to worship the tulsi tree. Just as she was about to return to the hut, she saw a dead snake. Soon after, an eagle appeared. In its beak, a necklace hung, glistening in the sun. As soon as the eagle saw the dead snake, it dropped the necklace, picked up the snake, and flew away. Rohini deemed it a boon from God. Hope it seemed to sparkle through the jewel.
The necklace belonged to the Queen of Patan. The eagle picked it up as the Queen was bathing at a pond. It was lying amongst her clothes. When she came out, the Queen could not understand how her necklace had disappeared.
My lord, that was my lucky necklace. I must have it back. No worries, my dear. We will announce a reward for the person who finds it. We will certainly get it back.
An announcement was made all around the city about the loss of the necklace. A handsome reward was promised to the person who could return the necklace. In the evening, Rawal Prithvi Singh went to the market to find himself amidst an excited crowd.
What is going on? Why is there so much commotion? What is everyone talking about?
The queen lost her necklace by the pond, and a grand reward will be given to the person who finds it.
Prithvi returned home with a heavy heart. He had narrated the incident to his wife Rohini. When she heard this, her joy knew no bounds. She in return told him that she got the necklace.
In the morning, they both set off to the palace.
Madame, greetings to you. When I was praying outside my hut, I saw a dead snake. Just then, an eagle appeared, carrying your jewel. As he saw the dead snake, he threw the necklace, took the dead snake, and flew away.
Interesting. I'm glad that you brought my necklace back to me. I appreciate your sincerity and truthfulness. Ask for anything you want, and I shall grant it to you.
Rohini, your wish is at our command. What do you want? Jewels, coins, royal clothing, anything. Ask for what your heart desires.
My lord, please don't misunderstand me. I am very grateful for your offer. All I want is for all the houses in the city, including the palace, to not have any lamps lit on the night of the full moon. Those who want to light lamps may come to my hut and light them around it.
That is quite an unusual request. How will you benefit from this?
I will tell you on the day of the full moon.
Rohini's request was granted. The day of the full moon came and the whole city was in darkness except for Rohini's hut. That night, she prayed and waited for goddess Lakshmi. Lakshmi appeared before her and was about to enter her hut.
Mother! I wish to ask for something before you enter my house. I have suffered immensely, and so has my family. I wish for you to always be with me. Please don't ever leave our house ever again.
Rohini, there is darkness everywhere. Only your house is brightly lit. I shall enter your house. You have your intelligence to thank for this. I shall never leave your house ever again.
With great happiness, Rohini fell to the feet of the goddess. Sri Lakshmi blessed her. From that day forth, the family received all the wealth they could imagine. Other than material wealth, like money, the family was also blessed with happiness and unity once again. King Raval got his kingdom back and ruled wisely with his wife and child by his side. The Prithvi family had learnt their lesson and set an example to the rest of the community to be grateful for all that they have by sharing. The kingdom of Jaishalmer was blessed with abundance and all were treated equally. Namaste, Vanikam, Namaskar, and greetings to one and all. I have been given the pleasant task of delivering the vote of thanks on behalf of the Hindu Student Society for 2021, and it is indeed a pleasure to do so. The past year has been a challenging and uncertain one, yet we all rallied together to ensure that it was a successful year for our society. The success of the year would not have been achieved had it not been for the dedication and commitment of the students, teachers, parents, and all parties involved. On that note, I would like to thank JHS for affording us the opportunity to run such a successful society. Our distinctive cultures have given us the opportunity to create unity in diversity amongst the students. A heartfelt thank you goes out to the students and the members of the HSS committee who have worked hard to ensure that our society played an active role in school initiatives. Your involvement, dedication, and pledge has not gone unnoticed. This is evident in the successful virtual show, which you have all worked so hard to ensure its achievement amidst the challenges of COVID. Thank you to the IT department for your technical support and equipment, which enabled us to coordinate our virtual show. Thank you to Mrs. Duma for allowing us to use your classroom for dance practices. We would also like to thank the following people who took time out of their busy schedules to assist us. Our deepest thank you to Mr. and Mrs. Beaker for your time and effort to film the dancers. Thank you to Ashar Memalal for your talent in playing the tabla for the show. No society can be functional without the support of the teacher who has dedicated her time to be the head of the society. We'd like to thank Mrs. Deodat for always allowing us to express our views and expand our knowledge on our religion and that of other cultures. Your support of society and the girls is greatly appreciated. If I have left anyone out of my vote of thanks, please note that you are appreciated, and my humblest apologies if I have not mentioned your name. When I look back, it feels like it was just yesterday where we were standing for nominations to be part of the society. It's unbelievable to think that we are at that time of the year to present our virtual show. To this end, I must add that it was indeed a pleasure and honor to be the deputy head of such a dynamic society. It was certainly a wonderful and exciting year to lead a society with such committed, dedicated, and passionate girls. God bless, take care, and may the year ahead be a pleasant and safe one. Shubh Diwali, Dhanyavad, and thank you.
Sarvam Shanti.
आंखों को झुका के रख ले, गोरे गोरे गालों को छुपा के रख ले।